Very warm good evening. Sorry that I'm an hour late than originally planned. Welcome back to Arunfoot here on YouTube. Arnav Chaudhary here, as again said. Yeah, very interesting day, and I see a lot of comments in there already. So let's start in it. Today's incident shows why Kolkata football fans are so special. Guardiola very, very well said. And to pick up on this topic, if the police yesterday said, and I remember someone said that on Friday, or actually Thursday night, I said to friends, to me it looks like, the police will most probably find a reason not to provide security cover. And of course, there is this whole East Bengal, Mohun Bagan tension in there as well. Besides all the things linked to the RJ Cork protest, they will not allow the match to happen. And I said that, and I still think and believe that that's one of the reasons that it didn't happen. And suddenly today, or rather last night, we heard, or I heard, and you guys most probably as well, that football fans in Kolkata understand on the other side, besides all the rivalry. And again, let's forget the rivalry for one day. They have a feeling, they have an understanding on what is happening in society. And to me, that was the good thing to see. This is the positive side of the fans of these three big clubs. And to me, this is what when I say that East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, Mohammedan Sporting need to be a forefront of things within football, forget football, maybe even in society. And what the police did today is not just shameful. It should be an embarrassment to the police force of Bidhannagar police, of Kolkata police, of West Bengal police, because this was supposed to be a peaceful protest, which I think in a democratic India, you're allowed to hold. And this was denied, And this is the sad part, in my opinion, that such an incident was needed to bring the fans of these clubs together on one side, but on the other side, yes, great. So let me take some of your comments and statements. Some of them might be a little older. Hi, Nishant. Hello, sir. I said we are united. Anwar Ali issue is there and it will be, but now all are united. Blue. As I said, the Anwar Ali issue, let's leave it to a side for today. Right? We'll discuss it. We've discussed it a lot. We will discuss it again, most probably on the 22nd. But to me, that the fans come together, right? That the fans stand together for a just cause. I think there is no discussion that this is not a just cause. That to me is a great sign. And Devjit is right. Kolkata shows why it's Mecca of Indian football, joy is Bengal. Yeah, very, very right. Kumar says, hi. Today we witnessed a very good and a very bad picture of Indian football. Once that all legacy club fans get united is the best sign of that, and police try to arrest us. It's one of the worst. Yeah. Blue. Very, very right. But I also call on these fans to be honest to themselves in their heart when their club does something wrong, to call out the wrong of their own club. That would be my request. Please. Today you have shown that you've understood what is right, what is wrong. Today you've shown that you stand with the women not only of Kolkata, not only of West Bengal, but of India. Forget India, the whole world, right? And this is something which is a strong sign, right? That is something where you stand up what is right. And therefore, I call on all fans of East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, Mohammedan, when your club does wrong, please call it out. Don't be biased. Don't be judgmental. The other day, after East Bengal lost, people were trying to sell me that East Bengal were actually better and should have beaten Altin Asir. No, they weren't. Mohun Bagan fans were trying to tell me the other day, you know what, the draw is relatively easy. In my opinion, no, it's not. Be honest to yourself. You know? So therefore, today is a perfect example of what the fans of these clubs, but I forget these clubs, what Indian football fans should stand for. And I always say, and I've said this, stand for what is right, stand for against what is wrong. You have stood today against what is wrong. Whatever happened to this woman, just to think about it's unbelievable. It is, I don't want to think about it, honestly. You know, these people who've done what they've done to her are not human beings. And you guys standing up, or not only you guys, but especially the women. Female football fans today were manhandled by the police. Unacceptable. Right? This is a fight for women. That women are accepted, that women have the freedom to do what they want to do. And these predators don't hound on them, don't do whatever. I don't want to talk about these dirty things. So that's just what I want to say. Kalyan Chaubey also doing protest. Manolo, today, one thing. We can criticize Kalyan Chaubey for a lot of things that he's done. But if again, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I've seen what I've seen is right, then Kalyan Chaubey stood for the football fans and defended the football fans today. And if he's done that, again, that is I'm sitting here in Germany, so it's very, very difficult to always judge on what is happening in Kolkata. But if I've seen what he's done, if he's done that, then I think, then he's done something right. And then if he's done something right, then you have to also compliment someone who's done something right. Kalyan Chaubey stood in front of that van and stopped that van from taking those East Bengal and Mohun Bagan fans to the police station. Right? Again, if I'm wrong, please correct me, guys. If anyone has got some other infos, please correct me. You know? And therefore, give him today the credit. If he does something wrong tomorrow, let's criticize him again. But today, Kalyan Chaubey deserves respect and deserves credit. Again, I'm not going to go into political affiliation and this, that, and everything. Let's keep that out of it. But today, he stood by the fans as the president of the All India Football Federation, as a former Indian footballer, period. If there was no police available, and how today they were in large capacity outside Soldik? Manolo, that's the question that needs to be asked to the police. If I remember right, the police said 2 days ago to the army authorities, we don't have enough forces, we don't have enough people. We are not in a position to provide security for this game. Right? So therefore, in my opinion, if you ask me, if you can provide that many police men for such a protest march, then something is wrong. So then there's a miscalculation by the police, and it's shameful. It's just shameful to not allow a protest. Again, I'm speaking about, and this is a problem not only in Kolkata but across India, right? Peaceful protest in India these days is being stopped, is being stifled, and that needs to stop. Period. People should be allowed to voice their concerns, voice their grievances, and all of that has not been allowed today. They have police to suffocate protests, but not to give security to doctors along with all citizens for a football match. Yeah, Blue. Sadly, you've summarized. Today, football is all over national media. Nice to see. No, Guardiola is not nice to see, to be very honest. And I tell you why. Because I want football to be in the national media. Because we want to talk about football. You know, we want to talk about football. We want to talk about positive things about, the growth of football, rather than having to talk about football fans joining into the protest, into things which, we shouldn't be even talking about. Today's protest is something where I'd say, I think we shouldn't be even talking about something. This should be something we shouldn't be, it should not be happening. There should not be a need to do such a protest. I mean, these are the things, right? But this is, this is very sad. Very, very sad for what's been happening. But on the other side, we have to be honest enough that we have discussed this case, with all the other heinous crimes which are happening, not only to women, to men, to anyone across India. We don't discuss them. We are selective, right? But again, that's the other thing. Whenever the Nopang League happens, from which month to which month, they mention a video of Reliance, the length is 9 months. Kumar, do we want to talk football today? I think September to May, if I'm not wrong. 3 big club officials should also join the protest. Straits point to show the club management's hijacked by politics. Guardiola, you've said it, and I think nothing more to add. Thank you, Shorop. Yes. Whenever something wrong is happening, and if I think I will speak out against things, be it in football or be it in other areas. The hospital principal dean made some idiotic comment about why the doctor went to seminar, what kind of human is after the duty. I don't know what kind of human. Yeah. What kind of players are produced by clubs and academies in India? We are completely exposed with the goals of foreigners in East Bengal. Kumar, again, I've been saying this for months, so this is nothing new. Even if 50% of this protest was done by fans for the betterment of Indian football, then things could have been different. Manolo, it is something very, very difficult, because when we talk about this, when we talk about these realities, people are selective. Even you and I, or whoever, will be selective about things to, criticize certain things. You will not criticize certain things. Today, East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, even Mohammedan sporting fans are standing together. If today was the derby, what kind of situation would have happened? And ask this. On a night like this question needs to be asked. Would have East Bengal and Mohun Bagan fans would have stood together? No, they would have done whatever they've been doing, and I don't know how it would have ended tonight with this whole Anwar issue on top of everything, right? So that is also a reality. Will football fans learn from this? That you are rivals on the field, you are rivals as fans, but outside, don't forget that even your rival is a human being. As simple as that, right? So therefore, these are, this is something which should not be forgotten. And I will not forget. I will tell you guys when this next time happens, I will raise this topic, right? Yes, Kullan stood alongside us the first time. I saw him doing a great thing. Thanks to him, 20 fans are not arrested. Blue, as I said, Kollan today did the right thing. He, as the president of the All India Football Federation, as a former for the rights of footballers. So therefore, that's the right thing to do. Today's protest tells some people believe football is a matter of life and death. I'm disappointed with that. I can assure you it's much, much more important than Bill Shankly. I know Bill Shankly made a lot of very, very important comments. He's right. He once said football is a bigger matter than life and death. But sometimes we have to understand that there are bigger things than football. Again, football, we all love football. Otherwise, you guys wouldn't be here. And thank you, all of those of you who are here. Do like the video. Do subscribe to arunfoot if you think that our conversation is right. 1,497 people following the channel. Thanks, all of you, for that. But there are things which are bigger than football. I know. We all love football, right? But we should not forget that on a day like this, that the football fans stood up for the right thing is a very, very important message. The right message, in my opinion. Jason, such protest is needed against the AFF. Jason, let's see. Would the people do this? I don't think so. Very honestly, I don't think so. Salute to Subhashish Bose for joining the protest. Okay, if I didn't know that Manolo Subhashish has done that. All respect to Subhashish for doing this. Subhashish is a long-time player of Mohun Bagan, Mohun Super Giants, ATK, whatever you want to call it. Is a Bengali. We've seen Pritam Kotal speaking out. Prabhi Dash has spoken out. Shobhik Chakraborty has spoken out. And let's see. I heard 6 fans, 5 from Mona and 1 from who are still in prison. Can't fact check it, but it's true, then shameful. Blue, I hope this is not true. And I hope if it is true, that the clubs ensure that these fans are released. You know, if all the legacy club members united in something, that's good. Rohit, it's brilliant. It is brilliant because that is what it is, something that they're standing up for once, which is right. Right. And this is something I hope that people do. But I hope they also remember, as I said, when their club does something wrong, to stand up for what is right. Be it Mohun Bagan, be it East Bengal, be it Mohammedan. I always say that the social conscience needs to be there. And you need to be critical about your clubs. Don't blindly follow your clubs and your teams. That would be my only request. Hopefully, that would be the lesson. You know? And yeah, that's what I would say. Thank you, Playmaker Musa. I'll, if you're around, I'll just send you a link. If you're around, more than welcome to join in. So I'm just sending you the link. If you're around, more than welcome to join, brother. Brisbane Roar, South American club coming to India. Yeah, Manolo, supposedly they're coming for the Bandodkar Cup. I've heard something. Let's see if it happens. Shobhit Bose joining protest. Hats off to our captain. Yeah, hats off to him. Because for someone like Subhashish, there could be repercussions. I don't know if there would be, but there could be. Musa Bayan, yeah, I've just sent him the link. Let's see if he's still there. Maybe Musa joins in for a quick chat. Vision Power Universe, we're discussing today. Mohun Super Champions East Bengal 4-1 about the match and all. Yeah. Would the fans be united on 22nd after Anwar decision? Manolo, very good question. Very, 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 very good question. And this is something where I also say both sets of fans, East Bengal and Mohun Bagan. Let's see. Yeah. So therefore, let's wait and see what happens. FC Goa participating in Durand Cup till 6 September. FIFA window starts 2nd September. Already in some trouble. I think they would play their reserves. Right? That would be my assumption. You have to be neutral in every situation, not selective. Manolo, that's what I try to do. If I'm right or wrong, I will not be always right. But, I think not only me, but we all need to stand up what is right and what is wrong. So therefore, for me today, let's wait and see what happens. Shobik protested against this issue, but now his Facebook and X profile are nowhere to be seen. Hope Shubhashish doesn't get any outrage from government. Okay, yeah, I heard that. I hope that Shovik's social media is restored and that Shubhashish doesn't face the same problem. But I compliment Shubhashish, if what you guys have told me, that he was part of the protest. I saw the posts from Pritam as well as from Probir. Compliments to the guys. Hats off that you're standing up for the right thing. Today's protest will be written in the history book of Indian football. Gorilla, I don't know if it's going to be that big an occasion in the long run, but because a lot of things get forgotten over the years, but it is something very, very important, I think, also to heal between East Bengal and Mohun Bagan after all that negativity has been there. Again, Anwar is the latest thing, but there's been a lot of negativity over the last 2-3 years. Where was this dedication of Kalyan when it came to arranging matches for youth teams? Manolo, it's not the job of the president to sort out matches for youth teams. I think that is also something which needs to be said. That's the job of the secretariat. The president normally is a representative guy. Today is positioned as a representative guy. He went there, stood there, and defended the football fans. So therefore, that's what I'm saying. Therefore, what he did today was right. What he's done earlier, we can discuss. And what he will do in the future, we'll also discuss. Shomo, yeah. I think that summarizes those, that what happened today is good from the side of the football fans, of these two giants of Indian football. I've said it multiple times, right? East Bengal and Mohun Bagan have to be at the forefront of the things which are right. So, therefore, this is a very important day that despite all the animosity, fight, toxicity that is there, I hope that East Bengal and Mohun can come together. So, let's see. FC Goa main team is participating. Manolo, then the main team will be without Indian national team players and without Manolo. Manolo's main party will be India. What's your take on giving post to the principal in other Nalagaons and what kind of government is TMC? Kumar, I don't know how this works really properly and who has been given what. Again, I'm not going to get into that. Shameless government safe cover vision didn't utter a word about the issue. See, Blue, I understand your anger. But again, if you're in their position, it's not easy. How do you raise the analysts that are doing job decently? Morally, I don't know enough analysts to be able to rate their jobs. Hi, Palash. One of the 4 in Mohun Bagan, 2 East Bengal fans are still detained by Kolkata police at Lal Bazaar. Their phones have been seized. Even the parents aren't allowed to visit. Kalyan Chobe and other fans are trying to release them. Bad. Should not happen. But with the parents, with other fans, but also Kollan being there, I hope that those 6 will be released. And it's a dark day, as I said, for Kolkata police, Bidhannagar City Police, and West Bengal Police. I still don't understand why they did not allow this march to happen. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's yeah. I thought this would be allowed, but anyway, this is it. Cersei Subash posted tweet. 1 second, just let me switch to Twitter for a second, and I'll just read out what Shubhashish has written. One second, just let me check what Shubhashish post has written. All right, let me read it out to you. Okay, there is Shubhashish in the middle of it. The RG Core incident was absolutely horrific and mind-numbing, but the details coming out along with the authorities' attempt to hide the truth and silence the people is beyond shocking. As a society, we failed our women again and again, but now let's do what we can to make our voices heard. They can cancel events, prevent gatherings, shut down protests, but we must continue our demand for justice for our women. This is not just a fight for the women, but for every father, brother, husband, lover, and friend. It's on every one of us to fight back and help build a safer country for the ones we love. Justice for RG Kaur and justice for the woman. I'm not going to speak her name because on social media you're not allowed to mention name. Huge respect from my side to Shubhashish Bose for doing what he did. Huge respect to coming out, going there and making the statement. Let's see if someone does this to what someone does to his social media or not. When there is media attention, then Kalyan Chaubey will be present. This guy just needs publicity to win election in future. Jason, knowing Kalyan a little bit, I think you're being a little bit unfair. I think today, Kalyan Chaubey has gone there, maybe not knowing what's going to happen, and he stood by the fans. So therefore, I think give him a little bit of credit. About the AFF, so therefore, this is something which is, when it comes to AFF, let's criticize him. But today, give him a little bit of credit. Let's not just be negative on all things that are negative, but let's do that. Ali Al-Hamadi became the first Iraqi player to play in the Premier League. He scored against Indian Kings Cup 2023. If I'm right, he played for. He played today in the EPL. I'm pretty new to Derby. Did anything like this happen before when all legacy club came together? Blue. Yes, they've come together in the past for certain protests. Has it been this big as today? Most probably not, if I'm very honest. But I think it's very, very important that the fans have come out, have shown themselves, are showing their colors, so that the authorities know that the football fans are there too. So therefore, yeah, it's a good thing. But it's not the first time, Lou, that this has happened. Hi, Deepak. What if FF came up with Universal League? What can be their main source of income? Deepak, there is no main source of income for a Universal League. Nice idea, but it's an expenditure. I don't think. I don't know what would be the. I mean, the sponsors would be the main source of income, but who's going to sponsor this? What is this much about? Again, I don't follow the news much. Rohit, I don't know if you've heard that a few days ago there was this horrendous crime of a trainee junior doctor, if I say it right, at the RG Kaur Medical College in Kolkata, who was first brutally raped and then murdered. And there's been a lot of protests in Kolkata over the last few days. A lot of things have been coming out, irregularities and sort of, that people were trying to hide the whole incident. And the Kolkata derby was supposed to be played today. So the fans then said, you know what, instead of the match, let's protest against this injustice, what has happened to this woman. And therefore, yeah, the fans came together and did this march today. So therefore, congratulations, huge respect to the fans who have gone out there, and yeah, hope that those Palash was saying who have been arrested, that they will be released very, very soon. Well, those of you who haven't, do as always like this video. 16 likes so far. I'm closing in on the 1500 mark. 1497. So therefore, we thank you to those of you who have been supporting me, and those of you who are new to the channel, just watching. If you like what I'm doing, do follow and leave a like and leave a subscribe. Thanks you for that. Did you hear that last night Kakapuri's deleted show Victor with his Facebook account for speaking out in support of the fans' protest? Yes, I've heard about his social media is disappearing. We discussed it a little earlier here as well. Yeah, unacceptable. If you are a person in public, and you're speaking about these things, then it's not a reason for social media to be deleted. I mean, yeah. Sir Vinesh Fogart getting sympathy and doing politics after getting no medal. Meanwhile, Neeraj apologizes for not getting gold medal, has already started training for next tournament. I think, Manolo, to compare the two would be unfair. I think Neeraj has been getting a lot of support and a lot of positive. I think what has happened to Vinesh Fogart over the last 18, 19 months, and that she got got to the Olympics, I think is a huge compliment to her. And if the current central government doesn't want to, I mean, if the sports minister speaks about how much money they spend on her, shame on him. And they didn't, again, yes, yeah, you put money on her, but the gentleman who's done all the bad things in the wrestling federation is still around. So that's the thing. And if she goes and gets the support of the people, I don't think that's wrong. I think Vinesh Fogart is something that needs to be respected. And again, it's a different kind of injustice to an Indian woman which has happened. Sir, in other countries, it is banned taking the names of rape victims. What's the logic of his victim name in India? I think at least I know in Germany, you're not allowed to actually use the name of a rape victim. You're not even allowed to use the name of the perpetrator. So I don't know, again, and that's why I keep myself to that, and I will not use the name. And again, we should always think about that these kind of events don't take place. Hi, Ogni. I guess clubs as social also even as players, clubs are sometimes more than just a game. I think clubs, if they are, forget even clubs, not even clubs, but clubs, franchises, entities, sporting entities have a social responsibility. And you see that with the big clubs in Europe who speak up against injustices. And, the question is in this situation is, are the people within the clubs capable, willing to speak out against this injustice? Or are they under a certain level of compulsion so that they cannot speak out? Because two brothers of the chief ministers are part of both of the clubs, right? Certain key officials in the clubs are also part of the party network. That's one. But again, we can talk about other parts of India and whatever's happening there. So it's not a Bengal only problem. Similar situation, Black Lives Matter. Monali, yeah, not a comparison which I would actually make. Said team is about friendly and other friendly Goa and other 2-3 will be playing with the A-League team. Or anything on this? Bandodkar Cup, supposedly Brisbane Roar from Australia and an Argentinian club will be playing in the tournament. Still not 100% confirmed, but supposedly happening, yes, next week onwards. That's amazing. Good job, fans. Yes. How's Shillong's weather? High altitude when your away teams? It is always an issue, but I think players need to be able to adjust to different weather conditions. Anwar Ali is the luckiest person today. Yeah, in some way he is, but I don't think even if the match had happened, I don't think Anwar Ali would have played. I think wouldn't have happened. Vinesh is done with wrestling. She's retired. She will now get into politics, which is fine. Nothing wrong with both person getting into politics. Rohit, I think that was not the topic. I think the topic which Manolo wanted to raise was, I guess, that she sort of got a hero's welcome and people from a certain political party were with her. Vinesh Bhogat will join politics now. Perfect observer to become a receiver of a state. Origin, let's see. Does preseason other countries help any ISL club? Every club has to understand and realize what is within their budget. What can they do? What do they want to do? Some clubs will stay in India and do their preseason in India. Some clubs will go abroad, like Mumbai City has done. The Kolkata Giants will have to play Durand Cup, so have to stick around in Kolkata. So it's on each club to decide what it thinks it's the right move in regard to exposure, in regard to training and doing the right things. And a proper preseason normally helps because you train, you get to a certain level of physical fitness. All of these things help you prepare for the new season. Why is it allowed to take the name of murderers and victims, but not rapists and rape victims and reason behind it? In Germany, I know that none of these names are allowed to be taken. I think rape victims, I think the rapist has been named, I think, in this case, or the supposed rapist, let's put it this way. The rape victim, I think you want to safeguard the interest of that victim and of the family. That would be my logic. But I wouldn't know that otherwise. Any update on Hyderabad FC? Ogni, nothing at the moment. I think that the new owners will go through the term sheets, will go through the numbers, and then for themselves decide if they want to invest in Hyderabad FC or maybe in the last second pullout. So therefore, that's something which is likely to happen. I think we are in a situation at the moment where I think this whole situation is there, and we'll have to wait and see what happens, right? So I would think that by the end of the month, we will know what is going to happen to Hyderabad. I think that's realistic to talk about. At the moment, they're fine, I guess, but let's see. Oh, sorry. The protest likely to expand. Do you think the planned quarterfinal matches will be played? I think the matches will be played. The question is going to be where will they be played? I think that the Durand Cup will finish. That's the reality. Why IFA cannot do something like Bandodkar Cup with the IFA Shield? Brisbane Roar is not a small club. Chairman of Avon FC Uruguayan Malta said they want to play a match with Mohun Supergiant. Palash, the reality is that this Bandodkar Cup is happening sort of last second. I mean, it's going to be a mess. Wrong timing, because again, there are commitments of the Goan players for the Indian national team and other things. And there are no windows for these tournaments. Brisbane Roar coming to me is a little bit of a surprise, but I've been told that they're going to use it as a preseason tournament, so let's see. Hi, Sean. I'm doing fine. Hope you are doing well as well. Thoughts on FC Goa home kit? Manu, looks good. But I like that third kit more. I don't know if you've seen the third kit of FC Goa. If you haven't, just look at it online. That's really good. Sir, is the news of certain ISA clubs making profits true? No. Planted news articles. Simple as that. No ISA club is making money. Will the clubs of foreign get money? Blue, honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't know that. As you said, I agree, money is a factor in your football, but can we also say investors who are willing to spend should choose the right club and vice versa, club is not able to attract? Yeah, okay, that's really a point, but which are the, I don't know. It's let's see if they pick the right clubs or the right options. Hi, RCB Run Machine. What do you think about the Mohun group? Seems better than MCFC's group stage last year, at least. The group is easier, but I still don't think Mohun Bagan is going to make it. So therefore, CFC third cut is also great. Did you see those? No, I've actually not seen it. I'll have a look at it later. Indian football got spoken of for the first time on Sky Sports, where discussion was going on about the Mania has done what I Am Vision has not only been spoken about. I remember I Am Vision and myself gave interview to Sky Sports in 2001, Orijit, when I Am Vision actually won a national award, and we were there for the England tour, and Viju Bhai got interviewed. I got as well. No, I got interviewed in 2000 and in 2001. Yeah, so we've spoken about Indian football multiple times in England. So it's not the first time and not the last time. After the incident, do you still respect Ranjit Bajaj? I see. What do you want me to say? Honestly. For example, Shachi Group, Jindal, many more who are willing to put money in loss-making football, but what if they put their money in a stable I-League club rather than Hyderabad FC? Name me a stable I-League club which is available, Ugni. Simple as that. That's the other problem, right? It's not easy. It's not, no one is waiting. Sorry, no one is waiting for an investment. Everyone has some expectations. Jindals wanted to start their own club last year. And last year they said, listen, we don't want to spend 7.5 crores on AFF sort of license fees. So they didn't in the end, right? Now they're talking. Let's see. Would you love to see Red Bull Group invest in Northeast United? RCB Run Machine, I don't see Red Bull Group. I mean, I know some of the guys in the Red Bull Group. I don't see them investing into any Indian entity at the moment. So if they would invest into any Indian entity, I would be happy. But why would a Red Bull, why would Red Bull Football, or rather, why would Red Bull Global Football invest in Indian football? You explain it to me. Why not for no confirmation of Mohammedan playing ISL? Because there is no confirmation. So there are two clubs still pending, right? Shouldn't Ranjit be punished? It was according to me, yes, because he's done something wrong. And there should be the rules. Sorry, the rules should be the same for everybody. Hi, Shaggy. Hope you're doing fine, my friend. Hope everything is good. Seeing a tense situation in Kolkata in the coming days, politically explosive, hope sanity prevails. Agree. And we were discussing it yesterday. One day later, things I think more complicated, and it could have some impact on the ISL. Let's see what it does. But at the moment, I'm not sure if the ISL would normally be played in Kolkata in the coming weeks. Looks a little difficult, but yeah, I'm not in a position to say what way to actually factually go. I think that's the most difficult thing. Ishan said, "Do you see Hockey India League affecting the viewership of the already less watched ISL?" I mean, honestly, those who like to watch hockey, those who like to watch football, those who like to watch kabaddi, um, is there an overlap or is there no overlap? I think there are certain sports fans who would watch all three leagues, but I think most people who watch those sports are rather individual sports lovers than rather watching multiple sports. Again, that's my assumption. I might be wrong, um, but that's my understanding of things. It should be closed door match. There were, if it's a closed door match, still it would mean that fans would most probably protest around the games. So I think then it becomes a security issue, and I don't think Kolkata police would allow closed door games. Would be my understanding of this at the moment, but maybe I might be wrong. I don't know. Did the DFC complete of the monetary punishment after did accept? The case is still on, Blue. It's not over, right? The case is being being looked at. 22nd, supposedly some outcome, or maybe the third round of that case. Rudra, no, sir, justice for RG call. Yes, I said that today, and I'll connect Shaggy's with that. Great to see all the Mohun Bagan, Supergiant, East Bengal FC, and Mohammed Sporting fans come together and protest. Yeah, that's the point, right? I mean, Rudra, if one thing we've seen today is that the football fans in Kolkata stood together for justice, for a just cause, and they were denied the opportunity to hold that vigil or to hold that protest, and therefore it's a shame on the police force. On if the government was instructing them, then it's on the government. Whoever who took that call to not allow it, sorry, idiocracy, and it's not right. Sarah meant the clubs which at least have history. Churchill is there, Dempo, Gokulam, if the investors are willing to choose these types of clubs rather than Delhi, Hyderabad, Pune City. See, the clubs you've mentioned, Dempo is owned by a corporate, will not allow investment. Gokulam Kerala is owned by a conglomerate, will not allow investment. Churchill is a family club, will not allow investment. So therefore, it doesn't work. Nice thought from your side, Ogni, but doesn't work. I have to say, Ranjit Bhatt is an immature man who is so shameless that he has gone to an extent of taunting Mohun Bagan on Twitter now. Disgrace. What am I going to say? Again, I've dealt with this man and not the best of experiences. So these are realities. These are the sad realities of Indian football these days, and we need to live by them. And that's the difficult part. Huh? So yeah, we need to find solutions, and that's going to be Yeah, gonna be the challenge. Gonna be the challenge for Indian football of where do we want to go, where do we want to head, how do we want to get there? I don't know. It's on the fans. But as I said, today is a good day for the Indian football fans, for the fans of Kolkata. But will they also stand for the right thing when their clubs do something wrong, when their players do something wrong? We've seen in the recent past, right? East Bengal fans think that the Anwar Adili is okay. Kerala Blasters fans were fine with their coach pulling out their team. So every fan himself, herself, has to think, am I on the right side or am I on the wrong side? This is today, what the fans are doing is the right thing. It's brilliant. It has my full backing, full support. If I'd been to Kolkata, most probably I wouldn't stand at the front, but I would have gone there and would have supported it. But yeah, this is something. Kerala Blasters, Bangalore C versus Kerala Blasters match supposed to be played and YPK. At you Hartikan Salt Lake Stadium. Well, Blue, to me, if you ask me, if things don't cool down, I think we'll have a call tomorrow regarding the quarters. If the quarterfinal, if the BFC, KBFC match will take place in Kolkata or not. But I think by tomorrow or day after, we'll have a clarity if parts of the tournament will still take place in Kolkata. Because, what was the dates? 1 second. So the dates were 21st, Northeast United versus Army. Later on, Shillong Lajong FC versus East Bengal. 23rd, Mohun Bagan Supergiant versus Punjab FC, and Bangalore FC versus Kerala Blasters. So none of these, the last matches in Kolkata. The two semi-finals on the 25th, 27th, as well as the final was supposed to be in Kolkata. So therefore, that could be shifted. Now the question is, will it be in Shillong or will it be in Jamshedpur? That is going to be the question that the Indian Army has to decide. Or could, for example, Guwahati be brought into the mix, and maybe some of the latter matches are played in Guwahati. So therefore, I'm not 100% sure what the decision is. But if this situation in Kolkata prevails for the next 2-3 days, I think the quarterfinal won't happen in Kolkata. And then if that doesn't happen, then the next question is, where will the semi-finals and final be held? Yes, that's going to be a question there. Good coach, average team, or good players, average coach in football, which will give long-term success out of all these? Ogni, there is no generalization possible in this. In some cases, the first instance will work. In some cases, the second instance will work. At least from my understanding. Mohun Bagan East Bengal fans are already thinking about protesting on that match. Yeah. I mean, if that match takes place, then that's a platform that East Bengal and Mohun Bagan fans need to use, because they need to be heard, right? Today is a day where the fans are speaking up, and it can't be a one-day protest because tonight nothing has changed. We've heard from Palash that 6 fans, 4 of East Bengal, 4 of Mohun Bagan, 2 of East Bengal, are still at Lal Bazar Thana in central Calcutta. So, yeah, the protest doesn't stop. Do you think West Asia is going to dominate AFC Champions League for the next 10 years of Super investments? I don't think so. Why brands like Imami, Shrachi, and others invest so much money when there is no profit? If in future these clubs become profitable, and then if people clubs terminate deal with these companies and what company can do. You have to understand that these companies they're not sponsors, they're investors. So they're stakeholders. So they have a say in what happens. And termination can always happen. We've seen now with East Bengal a few times, right? So therefore, for me, it can always happen, right? If you ask me, termination is always possible, and that is something which is happening. Which old club do you want to revive in Kerala Police, Sagaka, JCD, Chennai City, FC, any other? See, Kerala Police plays local football in Kerala, so they still exist. Sagauka plays local football in Goa. JCT plays local football in Punjab. They all exist. Chennai City, I think, doesn't exist. Kerala Police can't be revived because Kerala Police is a police team. So there are certain restrictions on Kerala Police. There are certain Salgaonkar and JCT are also company-owned clubs. Salgaonkar Group, JCT, Phagwara. JCT Cotton Textile, in Phagwara, that is the right name. And Chennai City, we've seen that the owners didn't want to invest any more into Indian football. So these are sort of, if I or you like it or not, these are some of the realities of what has happened in Indian football. So therefore, it's not so easy. It's not investor getting into the I-League and buying a club is not so easy as you might think, Ogni. So therefore, that's a reality. When will India play SAF Cup? Tomorrow, tomorrow, right? Tomorrow is the first game of India in the SAF Cup. I think, right? If I'm right, let me see. 1 second. Yeah, they play tomorrow at the ANFA complex in Kathmandu in Nepal at 2:45 p.m. IST, and they face Bhutan. So tomorrow is the first game of India. Why clubs from East region don't dominate most nations, but West do? Is it only due to spending? Because technically both are same. Ogni, the teams from the East have also won, right? I mean, if we want to go through the list of AFC Champions League. 1 second, let me just check something. So if I look at the list, right, Al Ain won it this year. Urawa Red Diamonds from Japan, Al Hilal, Ulsan from South Korea, Al Hilal, Kashima Antlers, Urawa Reds, Jeonbuk, Guangzhou, Western Sydney Wanderers, Guangzhou Evergrande, Ulsan Hyundai, Al Sadd. So since 2011, more teams from East Asia have actually won it. So this is a perception thing that you guys seem to have. Don't you think today government cancelling the derby made the matters worse for governance? It gives more media coverage. Yeah, Blue. Error of judgment. Al Hilal cannot be defeated in Asia at this point. They were defeated, right, by Al Ain in the last final. Please tell us about Punjab football. We heard earlier a lot of players were there and also good local support. Yeah, I mean, Punjab is a lot of rural football, local football, which of course doesn't get covered. Sorry, 1 second, let me get a sip. We've had JCT from Phagwara, I said. Phagwara is the headquarters of the Punjab Football Association. The Punjab State Super League exists, which has grown over the years, multiple divisions also. Yeah, there is. If the same number of or a little less police organized, don't you think the match can be organized? Drew, to me, less police would have been able to organize this match today. I think so. I think despite all animosity and toxicity between East Bengal and Mohun Bagan fans. I think this occasion was such that I think most football fans would have understood what an occasion it is, and I think it would have been a little bit more somber than usual with all that is happening in Kolkata. So, sir, Punjab, see, as you mentioned, is doing right. Grassroots will help Punjab footballers hold interest in players. As far as I know, Round Glass Punjab is still doing grassroots. Yes, is it doing it right or wrong? See, I've not gone back and had a look at what they're doing. I know that they're doing some of the things right. I don't know if they're doing everything right. I'm not in that position. But yeah, let's hope that the Punjab FA and other teams grow the game in the state. Could an investor put their CSR money to football club? Yes, they could. 100% they could. If they want to, it is up to a corporate to put CSR money to it. Easily, you could do it into grassroots and youth football. Professional club might be a little difficult, but there are means and ways, I guess. So therefore, yes, if you ask me, CSR money can be put into a football club. How do you rate Minerva as an academy? Mixed, because there are a lot of issues to be discussed, and which I will not discuss in a public platform. Right, over an hour. It's 8:18 in Germany, 12 minutes to midnight in India. Historic day in India with what has happened. Sad. I think it's sad that it had to come to this, that the police didn't allow the protest. I think there was no danger or imminent danger or any trouble out of this. I think this protest was sort of a little bit of a part of a healing process between these two big clubs. So therefore, yeah, it's a good sign, in my opinion, that the clubs have come together to, or not the clubs, rather the fans of the two clubs. Some of the big fan groups have come together to do this, and it's yeah. You're realizing I'm looking for the right words to say, because this isn't over today. This can only be the start. Injustice has been done to this woman at the RG Kaur Medical College. Injustice has been done to the fans, not being allowed to protest and voice their dissent. Especially injustice to those who are in jail at this moment. I pray for their safe release. I wish for their safe release. I called in the authorities. Again, who am I to call on? But I still do this. I'm using this platform to call the authorities to release these people. And but on the other side, that's the thoughtful me, that fans also recognize and be honest when their club does something wrong. When we need to stand up for Indian football together. You have stood up together for society today. Let's also stand up for Indian football whenever it's in need. There is a need, and we need to stand up for Indian football. And I hope people will do that, because that is something, yeah. What you saw today, people protesting by all big clubs, ever happened in our country before? Yes, it has. Have you seen any Kolkata derby match cancelled before starting? Yes, that has also happened. we'll see more tifos and banners in next games. Ugni, this sort of cat and mouse game between the fans and the police will happen at the next matches as well. I'm not 100% sure if the police will allow banners and tifos into the grounds, whatever these matches are taking place. Yeah, I think there will be different paths and ways of voicing your protest, and I hope, as I said, I hope that justice is carried out for this woman, not only to her but also to all the other women who face this around India, who we don't speak about. Justice to all, which might be a big thing to say, but that's the reality, right? So therefore, it's a challenge. I hope that something positive happens out of it, and then we'll see. Yeah, a little different of an episode today. It's sad to see what has happened today. On one side, on the other side, it's good to see the fans stand together. I explicitly want to say, Kalyan Chaube did the right thing. He stood up for the right thing. For football or other parts, he hasn't done it in the past, but today he did. So therefore, we have to compliment him. And if he doesn't do it tomorrow, we'll talk about other things and criticize him on the AFF. That would be my saying. So therefore, guys, slowly we'll come to the end. RCB Run Machine will talk about Bayer Leverkusen Champions League in the coming days and weeks. Not today is not the day. As I said, like, share, and subscribe. Those of you who haven't, please do that. Slowly closing in on the 1500 mark. I'm at 1497. Leave a like as well. And yeah, let's hope and wish for better days. And I'll be back tomorrow. Arnav Chaudhary signing off. Good night, everyone.